Welcome to Training Minutes. In the last segment, you saw simple drags with the DRD.
In this segment, we're going to use some more advanced drags using things like mechanical advantages and different types of harnesses to perform the drags.
We're going to show you the belt drag or the harness drag with two different options. Here you have an exterior harness. The one thing you got to be careful, it adds to safety, but you have catch points when you're working. The other harness that we have here is an integrated harness. It's got less catch points and it's a little bit easier to work with. Okay, the firefighter finds the downed firefighter. He's going to deploy the DRD. He's going to undo his integrated harness and hook in. Now the transition here is important. Stop right there. You saw how he flipped over his leg over the firefighter's head? It's very important that you take that quick second and reach back to make sure that you didn't dislodge the firefighter's air supply. We got to keep this firefighter on air. Now we're going to drag out. As you can see, he can still maintain his tool, get up on the balls of your feet. Okay, he's going to be able to move much quicker. He's going to be able to feel the floor in front of him for any holes. The hookup with both harnesses is identical. The key is, again, get on the balls of your feet. Start moving the firefighter through. It's important whenever you remove a firefighter through a doorway with this type of method or any drag that you reassess their air supply. Listen, if you hear that rush of air, you may have to get that firefighter back on air. Remember, without air, you can't live. Having a bag made up for the RIT team that's pre-set up with a large carabiner and a pulley can help facilitate a nice clean removal of a firefighter. What we would do is the firefighter at the top of the stairs, which is your reference point out, would give the pulley to another firefighter. Okay, remember, whenever a rope system is anchored and you have a bend in the rope that moves, that's going to give you a mechanical advantage. This is just a simple 2-to-1 mechanical advantage system. We're going to find an anchor point, we're going to anchor it, and we're going to push it down low. The firefighter is going to deploy it to the down firefighter.
At this point, the down firefighter is going to have his drag rescue device deployed. Remember that we want to continue with the rescue while this is going on. The RIT team will be pulling the system in. The original rescue firefighter then is basically just being used to assist in the pull, but also to guide the firefighter through any obstacles such as the doorway you see there. There may be times when we aren't able to get a suitable anchor inside the building. We can still maybe utilize a mechanical advantage system. In this system over here, we're still going to use our double carabiner, but in this case we don't have a pulley. So we're actually going to use the carabiner as our pulley. The firefighter will deploy the large carabiner onto the drag rescue device. Once he does that, he's going to position himself in the doorway, and he's actually going to use the door frame as his anchor. So he's really going to become the anchor, utilizing the door frame. Once he gets into place, he's going to hook his carabiner into his internal harness, and then he's going to mount his feet up against the door frame. What we did here was we created a 2-to-1 mechanical advantage. Using his arms, he's then going to pull the firefighter. Stop right there for a second. If you don't have a lot of arm strength, what you could use here is scrunch your legs up, make some, decrease the space between your legs, and actually do a leg press to pull the firefighter back. Go ahead. Bring your legs back in. You're actually doing a leg press to pull the firefighter out of the doorway. So it works really well. Just because you don't have an anchor doesn't mean that you can't perform a 2-to-1 mechanical advantage.
All right, after your drill or during your normal gear inspection, we want to make sure that the DRD is reset. So we're going to unsnap all our buttons. Okay, flip it over. What's real important here is to look here. The DRD straps on the inside make a complete circle around the arms. Okay, as you can see here. What we're finding in the field, a lot of times just after a structure fire or when a member is washing their gear, what they'll do is they'll stick their arm into the coat, they'll unsnap it, and they'll pull out their liner. When they pull out their liner, this top DRD strap right here tends to fall down. So now, after they're done washing their gear and they're going to put their gear back together, if you're not careful, you'll reinsert the sleeve back in your coat after it's dried or cleaned. And both of the straps will remain below. So it's important that you properly align your DRD when you're putting the coat back together.
In this segment, we looked at some more advanced procedures using the drag rescue device.
It comes down to circumstances dictate action. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Globe, for their dedication to firefighter safety and survival.
This has been Training Minutes. Be safe out there.